Wir sind in der Mennonitenstadt St. Jakobs in Kanada, in der Nähe von Toronto. Ein wunderschönes Orgelspiel erklingt.
They didn't start out trying to be different, but when the Mennonite movement began nearly 500 years ago, the authorities of Europe called them radicals. They were ordinary Christians who refused to baptize their babies because they believed...
No, Jack. And if we go to the car, it takes us 15 minutes. With the car, you whiz along and you see something.
...technology against the cost to community, but there is always room for disagreement. And Mennonites have often divided over the pace of change. The biggest division in Waterloo County happened in 1889, when a large number of Mennonites cautiously embraced modern culture. The others became known as Old Order Mennonites and chose to maintain a separate identity from the wider world. Today, most Mennonites in Ontario lead entirely modern lives, but the old orders have deliberately chosen to follow an older pattern of life.
We believe in non-conformity. Because Christianity shall be foremost in our lives, we try to dress as...
When praying, it is also a symbol of submission to our husbands. It's not to say that the husband has priority over the wife, but to show the true ordinance of the creation.
Among the Old Order Mennonites, a few different groups have evolved over the years, again dividing over the pace of change. Some groups allow quite sophisticated business operations on their farms. Some allow English rather than German in their worship service, who arrived from Europe in the 1820s. And conservative Old Colony Mennonites who immigrated much more recently from Mexico. These groups all share the same historical roots as other Mennonites, but they have their own unique stories. Despite the differences among the Mennonite groups in Ontario, they all cooperate on many projects to offer assistance to the wider world. One of these, some of the healthiest in Canada. Women are busy with childcare, cleaning, baking, sewing, and seasonal tasks, such as canning, quilting, gardening, and butter making. Most homes now have electricity, although it arrived in the barns before it came into the kitchen. Quilting and quilts. Farmers also bring their goods to the farmers market, just south of St. Jacobs, and to a wholesale cooperative near Elmira. But you can't buy anything on Sunday, because that's a day for worship, rest, and fellowship. That life outside church is just as sacred as inside. Ministers and deacons are nominated by church members and then chosen by lot. They receive no pay and remain farmers. There are no musical instruments at church, and hymns are sung in a chanting style that goes back centuries. But on Sunday night after church, Old Order youth will often gather to sing more complicated harmonies in 4 parts. After worship, neighbors are typically invited home for an elaborate meal with a variety of meats, a range of vegetables, and several desserts. This is digested during an afternoon of visiting and walks. It's a little ironic that the Old Order Mennonites attract so much curiosity from visitors, because their intention is to lead low-key, quiet lives, and to help out in the wider world. And They are your neighbors.